Hi, I'm Sharon. Welcome to my theory tuition series where we're working together step by step through each of the ABRSM theory grades. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets and you can download those in US letter or A4 and they accompany each step of this series. You find a page there with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can also find out about the books that I have available. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of tips and techniques on how to best prepare for your exam and also how to make the best use of your time come exam day when you're actually working through your exam paper. So if you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that would be really super, and please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated, and please share out the videos. And now we're going to continue with the grade 4 2018 paper C. We're going to continue with question 5 for starters. So if you turn with me to page 20, and I'm hoping you've had a go of this on your own, and now we'll work through this together. So let's see what's required here. We're asked to rewrite this melody using notes and rests of twice the value, and so to reflect that we need to put in the new time signature. So at the moment here, this given melody is 3 beats in a bar, so we need to stay in triple time. Here we're counting in eighth notes or quaver beats. Whereas now we need to double that, we need twice the value, and so we're now counting in quarter notes or crotchet beats. So our time signature is going to be 3/4 now. And so everything else is staying at the same pitch, but we've got to just change the value of the notes now to reflect this. Everything is doubled, and we do that here by removing the beam, so the quavers become crotchets, the semiquavers become quavers, or the 16th note become 8 notes, and then these 32nd notes, these demi-semiquavers become semiquavers or 16th notes, and we just do that by removing the beam. Here we will have to just not colour that one in, so it becomes a minim or a half note. This will become a crotchet rest or a quarter note rest. Here we just simply remove the beam. So these become quavers or eighth notes. That becomes a crotchet or a quarter note. Remove a beam, as it were there, little tail. Remove a little tail there, so they become eighth notes or quavers. Remove the tail, that becomes a crotchet or a quarter note. Don't colour that one in. So that becomes a minim. So here just simply remove that beam to double everything, and then don't colour that one in. That becomes a dotted minim now. So that's all the thinking done. Now I'm just going to get the note heads in straight away, and then I can really be concentrating on my note values once I know everything's positioned correctly. So I'm keeping everything aligned to theirs so I don't get lost. I know exactly which note I'm on, and also it's properly spaced and I'm not going to run out of space. So don't colour that one in. I suppose we can just go ahead and put the rest. We've done the thinking. You can do this in any order you like. I just prefer to get the note heads in place first of all. We already know not to put the extra little sort of bar on there. Oh, I've just carried away there. I didn't mean to do that. Never mind. Like I say, you can do this in any order you like, really. I just prefer getting the note heads in. I can put the dot in. And there we go. Right, so I've removed this beam, so that isn't going to be joined at all. So that's 1.5 beats. Now we're counting in crotchets or quarter notes, and so here is our remaining half a beat. So we don't beam that, that belongs to that. We've got to group these now to show our new unit value, and then we have 2 semis and a quaver. There's beat 3, so they can all be beamed together. So we need to show how our new time signature is reflected in the way that we beam the notes beat 1, beat 2, beat 3. So beats 1, 2, 3. Now here we have a triplet. These are all eighth notes or quavers. This is a crotchet now, or a quarter note, so that stays on its own. Quaver, quaver, just one little sort of tail there. This one is a crotchet now, we removed that tail, and that's a minim, 1, 2, 3, yep. So now this becomes a quaver, there's half a beat, and now that's 1.5 beats. So now we're on to beat 3, so these can be joined together. We're showing each new beat, and there's our 1, 2, 3. There we go, that's that one completed. So let's press on to this next one. So we have a similar thinking pattern here. We still need to show each new beat, but this time instead of beaming, we've got to show this by the way we add the rests. We're asked to add the correct rest or rests. That's really important, because if you remember, each new beat requires a new rest apart from a couple of exceptions. So we need to be reflecting our unit of counting here. Now 9/8 is compound time, and it's 3 groups of 3 that we need to show in the way we add the rests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here's 1, 2, 3. That's group 1. Now this duplet here is 2 in the time of 3. And so there's group 2. And then we have 1 quaver beat or 1/8 note, 2, 3. And if you remember, you don't add a crotchet beat or a quarter note there. You have to show each individual quaver beat there. 1, 2, 3. It's interesting to note just here, I'll just diagram this out. You have to have 1, 2, 3. You can have 1, 2, 3 the other way round, but you can't have 1, 2, 3. I can only presume that's more obviously seen as that, the dotted crotchet group, whereas it doesn't work the other way round, so you have to be careful to do that one there. So 1, 2, 3. So here's beat 1, beat 2, beat 3. There's our first group of 3. Let's go backwards. 1, 2, 3. Now here we have 1 quaver beat or 1/8 note. 2 demi-semis, 2 32nd notes give us a semi or a 16th note. We have 2 semi-quavers here that gives us a quaver or an 8th note. So we've got 1, 2, we only have half of a quaver beat here, and so we've got that half of a quaver or that semi-quaver, that 16th note missing that we will add here as the rest. There we go. So now we have a second melody with a second time signature. We're now counting in minim beats or half notes, and so we need to show 3 minim beats per bar. So there's 1 minim beat, 1 half note. A dotted crotchet and a quaver, a dotted quarter note and 8th note gives us another. And then we have 1, 2, 3 quaver beats, 3 8th notes, and so we need 1 more 8th note to make that our third group, our third minim or half note, and that will be added as a rest. Now here, don't forget this is a triplet 3 in the time of 2, which is 1 minim beat or 1 half note. So there's 1 beat. So we are 2 beats missing, but remember each new beat requires a new rest. And so there's beat 2, there's beat 3. You can't just put a semi-breathe or a whole note rest, because we need to show each new beat needs a new rest. So here we have 1 minim beat and a half. So to complete that half of a minim beat, that half of a half note, that sounds a bit confusing there. So group 1, group 2 with the dot, group 3 shows our final beat. So there we go, that's that completed. I hope that's helpful to you. I hope it's helping you to get to grips with this topic. we'll look at the next question in the next video. If you can give me a like, that would be really super, and please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. Please share out the videos too, and please also do visit sharonbale.com and have a good browse around all of the resource and information that's available there to help you. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.